So how attractive is Jeffrey Epstein really? Welcome back to LookLogix, everyone. Let's assess the facial harmony of Jeffrey Epstein. All right, starting with his front profile, his lowest score is a 0 out of 10, is 0.00. This is the lowest score. So this is faceiq Labs. I've fully marked his front and side profile for his facial harmony rating. And these are the best photos I could find with minimal distortion. The side profile is pretty useful, but the front is definitely him older, just a couple years before the supposed death. But you can see this is what we could use. In his prime, I'll add 2 points once we see the total score from 0 to 10, and that's about what score he would have. But we'll get into it. So moving on with his front profile ratings, his ratios, his facial width to height ratio is completely out of the ideal range at 0.03 out of 10. His face is way too long. It looks like a bean, kind of like a kidney bean or like a stretched out something. Like imagine like a Chipotle. I always go back to the pinto bean thing. A Chipotle pinto bean, but it's kind of straight. It doesn't have any curve to it. It's just kind of sad. That's what his face kind of reminds me of. It's like a very bean face, a pea. Anyways, moving on. His lateral count all tilts is a 2.01 out of 10. It's slightly negative in this photo, but that's mainly because of his droopy eyelids and his overall face. He aged horrendously from 40 to 60, unfortunately, probably due to his health and his stressors and his dark occultist practices. Moving on, his deviation of his ipsilateral alar angle and his jaw frontal angle is a 2.41 out of 10. Moving on to the more ideal ranges, but they are still pretty out, is his eyebrow tilt, which is negative. His lower third proportion, 2.81 out of 10. Mid-face ratio, top third. Lower lip, to upper lip ratio, middle third. A lot of the ratios in there are in the very low range. And then cheekbone height, 6.91, so he has medium to low set cheekbones. About medium set cheekbones. His highest scores actually are his neck width, and then his eye aspect ratio, and then his ipsilateral alar angle by itself is quite good at 10 out of 10. Bigonial width is not too bad. So overall, not too of a disgusting, absolutely rancid face. Let's move over to see what his side ratios get. Before that, if you'd like to try faceiq Labs for yourself, get your full harmony analysis, you get to have your whole face landmarked with your front and side profiles. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. All you have to do is pinpoint it manually, and it only takes a few minutes, and then you get to see all your ratios, and you actually get to see how you can improve with this Your Plan and Potential page. So it's super useful. I use it myself. You can see on the channel I've used it a lot. I actually recommend it. And guess what? I have 20% off just for you, only for my code, off any plan. You can actually get your side profile rated for free. Use the link down in the description or the comment section with the code LookLogix, and that's 20% off. All right, moving on to the side ratios. His recession relative to Frankfurt plane is a 0.37 out of 10, very out of the ideal range. Nose tip rotation angle is a 1.31, 3.5. Nasal projection, 2.48 out of 10. Nasal frontal angle is a 2.65. Gonial angle is a 2.73. Overall, really mediocre side profile. Probably a little better than his front, though. His brow ridge inclination angle is a 10 out of 10. You can see there's a little masculinity around that area, how it protrudes farther on. It's not a totally flattened brow ridge. Overall, you can see a lot of recession going on in his lips, his lower jaws, maxillary area, and then his gonian is very short with a short ramus, or the gonian curves out, and then the short ramus right here. So this ramus is from the base of the ear going down. If you see the skull, that jaw classic part is the ramus, and you want that to be long. Obviously, that's more attractive. So moving on, let's see what his key strengths and areas of improvement are. Wow, so Jeffrey Epstein gets a 2.72 out of 10. He has poor harmony, about the bottom 1.4%. About 1 in 70 people. It's super low. Now, this is him out of the prime. Okay, bottom 7% for his side view, and then a 2.4 for his front view. Now, I'm definitely going to add, he's at least a 3, even in this. So this is from the distortion from his front profile, and the landmarking I did may not be absolutely accurate, even though I landmarked his face 3 times with these same photos. And then this is the averaged median score that I got. So I went with this one. However, he's definitely a 3 facially in these. And in his prime, Jeffrey Epstein was about a 5.25. Moving on to his key strengths, his ideal maxillary projection. This is not fully true. There is recession on his maxilla, and you can see that right here, flattened and curved, but that also contributes to other parts of his jaw. But this is accurate from the app itself. This is just from my own photo sourcing. Obviously, when you're going to map your face, if you do try this, you'll follow exactly what it says, and you will get the perfect results on the analysis. Ideal jaw width, harmonious facial convexity, ideal ramus length. I mean, that just, obviously this is not true. He has a very short ramus, and that's from his landmarking that I did being incorrect. But I did do it multiple times, and honestly, this is the best I could get with these photos being quite distorted. So overall, additional strengths, well-positioned eyebrows, 8.96, and then his areas of improvement, long mid-face. This is definitely true. Mine is 1.28 points. That's wow. That's a minus 1.28 points. His overly long face shape is a minus 0.84 points, also contributing to that long mid-face. Insufficient eye tilt. Low upper jaw, flat jaw, mandibular recession. So the mandibular recession is the main thing. There is a little maxillary recession, though. Soft and weak brow ridge, droopy nose. He's got that nice Jew nose, not nice. Wide nose, disproportionate lower face, short chin or long philtrum, long nose. Then I'll scroll through the rest and you can pause it if you'd like to see it. So there you go, guys. This is how attractive Jeffrey Epstein is. Really, I know a lot of you have asked me to do his face, so here it is. If you'd like me to rate anyone else, put a comment down below and make sure to check it out. Thank you all for watching. And once again, if you'd like to use the app for yourself, it really helps me as well if you use my link down below. And it will help you. You're going to save 20% off any plan because they can get quite expensive. Only from my code. And then make sure you try the side profile and see what you get. Definitely practice it. It only takes a couple times. And if you do the largest plan, then you get to see your plan and potential for the month plan. And then you also get credit system, so you can do tons of different like you can do your family's faces, but you can do tons of different analysis features on your face over and over again throughout the weeks on how you improve. Then it'll also tell you how you can improve with your plan and potential page if you look at my other videos. So once again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.